Hi, we're Chris and Teresa, and we would love to guide you on your fiber arts journey. We own a successful fiber processing mill and online needle felting business, experienced at raising all fiber animals, and have renovated a 100-year-old school into a fiber arts retreat center.
Processing, needle felting, yarn, roving, fiber animals, and sustainable agriculture are all topics discussed here. Think of this as your one-stop shop for advice, information, tips, and getting your questions answered on all things from farm to needle. So pull up a seat, make sure you're cozy, and get ready to be inspired while you learn. This is EweTube.
This episode of EweTube is sponsored by Eccoscour.
Do you have problems with yellowing, super greasiness, soiled tips, and a horrible ram smell? Then you need Eccoscour. Eccoscour is your answer. From your greasiest wool sheep's fleece to your finest baby alpaca fleece, Eccoscour cleans it all.
Welcome to EweTube 149.
One away from 150. That's kind of cool.
It is. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it.
We have had a fun time in the mill tonight. We have tried a new technique for dyeing, right?
It's probably an old technique, but we are new to it.
But we had a ball with it. Hint,
We did.
hint.
We made cute coasters. And
Yep.
we're going to share that with you now.
Yes. We are going to do a fun little new technique, a new dye technique, and we thought we would each make a set of coasters doing it. So we're going to start with stamping out some coasters. So we have our piece of we're using Cornwall wool here, piece of Cornwall wool, and this is our coaster cookie cutter. It's a steel rule die that we are going to use this 15-ton clicker press to stamp them out. And we'll stamp out 8 of them. You can also get a real good perspective of where our felted fertilizer comes from after we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so here we go. Peel this off, and as you can see, this right here, this little bit right here, this is when we're talking about our felted fertilizer. These are the little bits that are left that work wonderfully for that. And I didn't go all the way to the edge because it gets thin. You can see through it, and it's not quite as felted as good as, so we have a little edge that we don't use. And there again, instead of throwing that away, we use that as felted fertilizer. So there we go. And here's our little coasters, ready to dye. We are going to test out a new dye technique that we thought sounded kind of fun. It's the dropper technique, correct?
We named it. It probably exists.
Okay, we have a couple different types of droppers here. We got these little plastic doohickeys, but we kind of prefer these. What we have here is our coasters that we have previously stamped out. We have soaked them in this oil pan from the dollar store with fairly warm, hottish water with a 1/4 cup of white vinegar. Okay? And you want to leave it kind of drippy. Okay? So
But yeah,
there
it needs
is.
to soak in here, I don't know, at least half an hour.
Yeah, because it takes a while for that wool to really get in there. So then we have our colors here, and what we're using Cushing's colors that we have made into a concentrate. Cushing's comes in little packets of a 1/3 of an ounce powder that we mix with 2 cups of hot water, and we use that in a concentrate. So that's what we're going to be using here. And I'm going to start with an Egyptian red. And what are you using?
I'm using an orange and a pink and a gold.
Okay. So.
This is cool. So are we gonna like fill it? Is this the idea? We want to use a lot? Whatever you want. Oh my gosh, it's just so much fun. Oh wow. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna fill mine with these colors. Okay. Okay. And if you don't get them wet, it just like sits on top of it. It doesn't soak in. What are you using now? Oh, that's cute. My grandbaby would like those. I'm gonna try a bronze green here. I've got Egyptian red, which is kind of an antique deep red. I can't get this off. It sealed itself. There we go. Okay. Sometimes these colors go together. They do! They totally go together. I don't even know what color this is. I don't know. Ooh. Oh, this is... It's almost neater when you go from one. Oh, yes! That is. It splashes. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Whoops. I missed it. You're going to need some lighter colors in yours. No, I'm doing a deep dark color here. I like this. You done with your green? Or can I just stick an orange one in? There you go. See, I have kind of a darkish color. So just by squirting it here, I moved the pink over. Ooh, and the green. Wow. Okay, so there's mine. We tried this also on some yarn, and it was really cute. Because we did the same technique. I skeined up. So it kind of, afterwards, it looked very much like a hand painted skein, only more like splotches. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put these in the microwave to set them for a few minutes. And then we'll rinse. And then you can do... We're going to do that after. No, but look what it's doing already. Oh, the drip. That is kind of cool. Let me try that. Oh, yeah. Let me try that. That's so cute. Oh, that's pretty. And we put the vinegar in with the water that it's soaking in, and that is going to act as our mordant, which what mordant does is will set the dye into the coasters, into the wool, and make it permanent. And then the microwave, the heat from the microwave will... There we go. Have a little gold? This gold? Orange? I have the gold. No, I think orange. Oh, wow. It looks like stained glass. That's what they look like, is stained glass. Oh, my. Oh, this is kind of addictive. Okay, I gotta do another one. Oh, hi, Willow. Another plate. My hands are so dirty. You want a napkin? I don't know why they're here, but there's napkins. A little white pink. The Egyptian red. And then we also, see, I've done 3. Okay, I'm gonna do one more drop. We had paper clipped it to something, and then from the top of it, just let it drizzle down. I don't know, I think this is more fun doing this. It is kind of fun. It's so beautiful. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. It just transforms. I mean, I really like the splatted. So if you wanted that splatted look, you wouldn't hold it up and drip it like this. You would just leave it to set. We should maybe do one like that so you can see what it looks like finished. It's kind of like holding it up and seeing what it'll do, though. Yeah. Can you hang mine on that and see what it does eventually? Okay. I'm using this is oh, that works pretty good. I don't know if you see this. It's actually, when my daughter was in high school, she had this in her locker. It's a locker mate, it's called, and it's just a mesh coated wire, and so we used it. Okay, I'm gonna leave this one like this. This looks plantish. Just like this. Okay, so now we have to go, we're gonna go and microwave these. So we microwave them for 3 minutes. And then we're gonna rinse them.
Okay, now we're gonna wash these little dudes off. Oh wow, it's really set beautifully. Okay, we'll just pile them up here. Boy, they're not, this one is leaching a little bit here. I don't know what color, it's the gold.
Green.
Oh, this one didn't do it. Oh yeah, that one, I mean, the sharp edges, you can kind of see they stayed a little bit. That's kind of pretty. One bled a little bit. All right, we're going to toss these in here. Look at all that water that it's taking out of them. Wow. Here we are. Oh. Oh, wow, look at this. Isn't that crazy?
It's like the dark colors always stay in a blob.
Yeah. This one is cool. This looks like kind of like leaves. That's pretty. I like that one. Oh, I like this one. This is the one that it looked like it was
Black.
turned black, but it turned really pretty. Oh,
that
this
one's
is a cute
pretty.
one. And then this is the Starry Night one. Oh, that's kind of cool.
It is.
Yeah. And then here's our little ball. That's cute too.
This one's weird.
Yeah, that one, the dark, that's the hunter green on there that stayed in.
Side.
And that was the drip one that you did.
You can see it all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really
I
cute.
just
Those
hung it
colors are
up and
pretty.
let it drip.
Those colors are pretty. Same with that? Yep. Cute.
Yeah.
Cute, yeah. So anywho, that was fun. A new
was fun.
technique for you all to try dyeing.
So we had a few questions last week on YouTube, and if you have any questions about fiber arts, what we're doing here at the school, anything about raising fiber animals, we would love to answer those questions. So we got a few last week. I grew up in Bolivia, where
I like
llama
this one. This
and
is cute.
alpaca are native. We did not like sweaters made from llama yarn because they were scratchy. Llama ponchos were okay since we wore those over our clothing, much like a coat. Alpaca yarn sweaters were very comfortable and cozy, but more expensive. Do you find the same to be true with your llama yarn versus your alpaca yarn?
Yes, because llamas generally have guard hairs, whereas alpacas, they have, as they age, they have more guard hairs, but generally they don't have the amount of guard hairs that the llamas have. Some super long guard hairs sometimes. And that's what kind of makes them so fun to spin, is because you have this long length. They have bred some llamas now for their fiber, and they have bred those guard hairs out of them, which,
nice.
yeah, very nice. And that makes a beautiful llama yarn, and isn't doesn't have the scratchiness as those guard hairs that is generally, yeah. But it's yes, the llama generally is not as soft as the alpaca because of those guard hairs. But it is super fun to spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet.
You need to.
I do.
Put that on your list.
A few weeks ago, you sent an email asking for letters to be sent to the USDA. I was wondering if you've heard anything from them. We've heard a lot from
Prayer
them.
request. Yes, that's a huge prayer request. We are waiting. Hopefully in July. I think it's July that they make their decision. So
And
we're
they've
praying.
had questions, which we were wondering if it was a good or bad thing. We think it might be a good thing.
We're hoping it is. Yeah, and the letters, the money aside, the letters that we received from
Were
so many
amazing.
folks were
We're very thankful.
absolutely amazing and so humbling. And
People
just,
took their time.
Wow.
Out of their day
Yeah.
to write a letter about our business. Thank you very much.
Yes, it was amazing. But we'll keep you posted as soon as we hear, good or bad.
Is there still a cafe in Fingal?
No, there's not. It is now. Last week we were at.
We were in was the cafe
Yes,
at one time.
it's now a little boutique and church shop.
Yeah, there's no cafe.
Isn't it?
Cafe. There's a bank. There's
A bar,
a bar,
a post office,
and a post office.
and a large concrete company.
Yeah. Maybe there's other companies that we're not aware of. We don't want to leave anybody out, but
Yeah, no, we don't.
those are the ones we know of.
And our dear housekeeper resides in Fingal.
We renamed her. Domestic engineer.
Domestic engineer, head of domestic engineering. And let's go back to the mill, because we truly had lots of fun at the mill tonight.
We did.
So we washed wool, because we have, every now and then we get some questions on using Eccoscour, because we sell Eccoscour. Eccoscour is a wonderful organic green scouring agent. It is amazing for scouring wool, for cleaning alpaca, any types of natural fibers. It is absolutely amazing.
That's what you use in the mill every day.
It is the only thing I would go to for washing, especially greasy wools. I mean, there just simply is nothing better. But that said, we did a video a couple of years ago, 2019.
On how to wash wool.
And we kind of go into detail. We go into detail on how to wash mohair, how to wash alpaca, how to wash wool, the different types of wool, greasy versus not so greasy, all using Eccoscour.
And from skirting to...
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a little lengthy, so we thought we would do kind of a condensed version just on wool.
On using Eccoscour and how to wash.
So that's what we did. Welcome to the fiber processing mill at the Nome Schoolhouse, Shepherd Industries. And I am going to talk about washing wool using Eccoscour. So right here, what we have here is some beautiful Romney wool that has been fairly well pre-skirted, and it's ready to wash. So we use these wash bags. You can get these at Walmart, Target, anywhere. It's just a simple laundry bag. Otherwise, if you throw this into your water, you're gonna have fiber soup and it makes just a horrible mess. You can do it that way, but then you have to risk some of it going down your drain, and you have to sift it out of there somehow. So this is much, much easier. So here we are. We have it bagged and we have it ready to wash. Okay, now we are ready to fill our sink, and we are going to use the Eccoscour. We put it in this handy dandy ketchup container because it's just easier to dispense, because you only need 2 tablespoons, and this little cup filled to the brim is 2 tablespoons. You don't need super, super, super hot 160 and above water. It scours beautifully in 135 to 145 degree water. So just crank that water heater up as high as it'll go, and you'll be fine. Another thing that's kind of important is the pH level of your water. If you have hard water and you don't have a water softener, you're gonna have a tough time scouring those real greasy fleeces. We have a water softener and we have it cranked up as high as it'll go, basically, because we have really, really hard water here at Nome. But with the softened water, it scours beautifully. Now we're gonna put our bag of wool into the hot water. I'm using a giant commercial potato masher to do so. It works quite wonderfully. Whatever you do not stir. You go straight up and down and push all the fibers down into the water. And as you can see, the Eccoscour already is working, just starting to melt that grease right off of the wool. And now we're just gonna leave it undisturbed, set our timer for 25 minutes. Okay, our buzzer has gone off. So now we're going to drain this, and I'm using my giant potato masher to, there we go. I'm gonna go on the side of my sink here and just gently press out the excess liquid. And then, being this wool was pretty dirty, I have filled my sink again with hot water, and I'm just gonna give it just a little bit of a squirt of the Eccoscour, and we're gonna put the wool back in here and soak it for another 25 minutes. And I have yet to felt the fleece in 12 years. So no, I am not felting the fleece. So many folks think all I'm doing is going up and down, just pressing all of the fiber into the water. I'm not stirring, I'm not rubbing, I'm just going up and down. And now we'll set that for another 25 minutes and be back. Okay, now our buzzer has gone off, so we're ready for our final rinse. And here we've got our bag of wool, and I have filled this with hot water, no soap, just for a final rinse. The water is virtually clear, and that's the beauty of Eccoscour. It does such a good job. You're letting the scouring agent do the work, so you don't have to do a bunch of rinses. It's one rinse 2 or 3 times up and down, and it's done. And it's clean, and I'm putting it in this amazing little machine that we have that we've talked many times on. It's a Panda spin dryer. Shut the little door here, and it spins. All it's doing is spinning as fast as it can, and you can see the amount of liquid that is coming out of, that it's taking out of this wool, and it's going to help it to dry so much faster. That's all it takes, and then it's like, woo, basically dry. And let's see what our scoured wool looks like now. Oh, it's gorgeous. Let's see what it started with here. There we go. Ta-da! Beautiful. A bit of stuff on there, and it smells so good. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this will dry overnight for sure. If I wash in the morning, I can generally card by 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I spin it out in this cute little Panda spin dryer. So that's washing with Eccoscour WA305, and it comes in 2 sizes. We sell it online at the Nomeschoolhouse.com, BearCreekFelting.com, and we have it in the 32-ounce size, and we have it in the 16-ounce size. So these are the 2 sizes. Lasts a long time. Goes a long way. So thank you. Do I do that?
Yes, I cut them out. Do
I really?
Do you want me to leave them? We always ask a question at the end of every YouTube. And last week's question was, what did we make do-it-yourself dry racks out of? So we had a video that showed you how to make them.
A skirting table and dry racks.
And what did we make them out of?
Ding!
PVC pipe.
Yeah.
And Tammy, you are the winner. Congratulations. You just need to contact us through the contact form on BearCreekFelting.com.
And those used to be very reasonable to make, but the price of PVC, oh my goodness, has skyrocketed. Because we're building a house, and my husband was doing some plumbing, and I used 2-inch PVC in that video, and I couldn't believe what one stick of it cost. It was like 4 times what, or it was ridiculous. So it will be a little more money to build it, but it's still an economical way to build a skirting table or to build the dry racks. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay, so next week's question is, what arrived at the school on June 16th, 2021? So you can answer that in the comment section below. The more comments we have, the better. It helps us on YouTube to get seen and shown to others, and the more likes and shares that we have, it does help us on YouTube.
Yes. And we could use help.
Just say something.
Thank you.
It helps us. So we have many upcoming events at the Nome Schoolhouse. We have happening now.
Right now. So it's a little late to get on board with that one, but
we'll have more.
Yeah.
Is the all-inclusive weekend in the fiber mill with Chris. So you spend an entire weekend
with moi
in the mill.
Yeah, we might even be doing some coasters this one, because that was fun.
Because it was fun. We enjoyed it. And then July 4th, we are having
Yeah, mark your calendars. If you're in the area or if you want to fly in, we'll pick you up at the airport and you can stay here for the
and
weekend.
enjoy a small town 4th of July.
Absolutely. We have so much planned. We have stuff, kids activities uptown. We're just not going to tell you everything that we're doing, but it's going to be an all-day wonderful event. Ending with fireworks.
We are working with the shop, which if you've watched a couple episodes ago, that is the new shop uptown in Nome, and have been meeting with them, and we call ourselves the Nome Chamber of Commerce, and we have been planning, making lots of plans.
And next year,
it's going to be bigger.
It's even going to be bigger.
It all
it's going
ends
to be
with,
an annual deal. So
all ends with fireworks. So we hope
and
we can come to that.
the city of Nome has always done an amazing fireworks display. Amazing. And this year will be no different.
And there's still time to get in on the safari retreat coming up in July 14th through 17th.
So when's the cutoff for that? Because I know that...
So I do send out materials to get started ahead of time so that we will have more time for having fun. And it's just to get a good head start on the project. So I don't know. I don't really have a cutoff yet. I don't know.
So what you send out to them, how long does it take for them to...
Not very long.
Not very long.
You can get that done in a day.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like they could sign up 3-4 days in advance and still be... Okay, good.
Yeah, but we'd like you to sign up earlier so that we can prepare. We are getting t-shirts and everything together, so it would be good to know it in advance. During the safari retreat, we will be making an elephant, and this will be the... And it is a big elephant. It's a good sized elephant.
It is.
So it's going to take us a while. And this is the beginning of all of the mini safaris to come. I'm thinking the giraffe will be next summer.
You need to do a zebra.
And a zebra. We'll see.
Okay.
There's many African animals that we can make.
Oh, a cheetah. Leopard. Oh, so fun.
And then July 30th is a Zentangle class.
Maybe next week we demonstrate a little bit about just what that is. We won't go into that right now, but we'll. Your daughter, Libby, does that.
Yeah, it's a very relaxing. You're just doing little doodles and making something beautiful in the end. I've done it myself, and it's been a lot of fun.
And the teacher has sent us what you will be, all the participants will be receiving. So next week we'll go through that.
And a little sewn.
Oh, it's so cute.
Thing. Yeah.
So cute.
So, and we have many more events coming up after that. You can find all of them on gnomeuniversity.org.
EWE.
And we decided, I don't know, this last month that we should do something fun in Nome. And so we decided to
have a scavenger hunt.
A scavenger hunt.
That will always be here, and we'll be adding to it.
Yes. And so
it's going to be so much fun.
We hid gnomes all over Nome. And we are going to have a little pamphlet that we give out that will give you kind of hints. They're not like in somebody's backyard or anything. We don't want people running through people's yards.
Yeah, they can all be kind of seen or accessed either from our properties that we own or, from the road as you walk about. Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, because so many folks that come and stay here, that's what they do. They get up and they go for a walk in the morning, or they'll go for a walk in the afternoon or whatever, and they all comment on what it's like truly a small town feel. It's so quiet, and so this just gives them something to walk and look for.
So we'll give you a little clues while ending this video on where you can find all the gnomes. So when you come stay with us, which you can do anytime in any of our
and you do have your own bathroom.
You can come stay with us at any time. You can book your room at gnomeschoolhouse.com.
Just like the Hilton.
And we'll give you your little hints on where to find the gnomes.
Yes.
I don't know if we have prizes or anything. We haven't planned that. There should be a prize.
Well, we don't have all of them placed yet, so.
No. We have 6 so far. So that is about all we have for tonight. Thank you so much for watching.
God bless you all.
That's all, folks. Please like this video, comment below, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching.